Hey guys, welcome to this video. Today we're going to be doing the official casting call for episode 2. I've got 11 people that I need for this segment. We're going to be doing another segment as well for clones, everything else that we might need as well. Today we're going to be going over what I exactly need with these characters, what you need to know when you're auditioning for them, and also to let me know in the emails for the VADERFANFILM Gmail, which I'm going to link below, which you send all the videos and auditions to. We're going to get into the details of that. I need to know if you want me to, if you're okay with me putting them on Instagram and YouTube and stuff like that for others to see, or if you want to remain private. Also, shout out to all of you who purchased the Amethyst edition, the limited edition merch that just dropped. There's about 12 days left. I appreciate all of you. Thank you so much. I'm going to put the link to that in the description as well. So once that's gone, it's gone. I hope you all wear it to the premiere when I do have it, which will hopefully be in December of 2020. So before I digress further, let's go ahead with the video. The first audition that I need, and I already have a guy in mind for this, but it's not locked in yet. So is Mace Windu. He is 40 to 50 years old at this point, and he is a completely different Jedi than what we've seen in episode 3. So if you want to go in there and think that, you just got to pretty much act like Mace from episode 3, you're partially right, but not really. He's completely different at this point. You have to think of what he's gone through. I don't want you to just act what you think the character would be like. I want you to really feel what the person has gone through in that role, in that character, and become him. So, believe it as if it's yourself. So basically at this point, Mace he blames himself for everything that has gone wrong with the galaxy. He was the one who had brought down the oppression of the Sith. He was about to arrest the Chancellor. He saw his Jedi friends die right beside him as he was fighting. And if it wasn't for Anakin Skywalker's betrayal and fall to the dark side, none of this would have happened. He shouldn't have listened to him. He shouldn't have hesitated. He should have just killed Sidious right then and there and maybe pushed Anakin to the side with the Force and done what needed to be done, and none of this would have ever happened. So he blames himself, but ultimately at the root, that blame is thrown on Anakin Skywalker, where he has taken his band of 10 other Jedi who have survived Order 66, who are ready for vengeance and revenge, that have lost their own Padawans, have lost their Jedi Masters at the hands of this imperial rule that has now plagued the entire galaxy and branded the Jedi as traitors and evil people and disbanded everyone. They're now seeking vengeance on all of those that they have lost because of this betrayal and because of this overrule that has happened. The Jedi are ready to be the last hope in the galaxy. They are the last line of defense. Think almost Avengers, but now this is them, and they are literally the last ones that will save the galaxy. And if they fail, then all hope is lost. So, got Mace Windu. He needs to be 40 to 50 years old, very athletic. You got to have good stamina. You're going to be doing tons of fighting, not just lightsaber fighting, but lots of hand-to-hand combat. Your acting needs to be very good. You can't just be acting like Samuel Jackson as Mace Windu. You need to be really feeling the role. Forget Sam Jackson, forget Mace Windu. You need to feel who the character is, because I want you to focus solely on what that person has gone through, right? Their hands gone, they were betrayed, they were thrown out the window. How did they survive? What have they gone through in this certain time and all this darkness? And they've seen the clones turn on all of their Jedi brothers and sisters and all of their masters and their Padawans. So what is he in particular, and all of them, what have they all gone through? What have they seen? How are they feeling 8 months after all of this has really gone down? That's something you need to be aware of. So as for Mace, I'm not going to reveal dialogue at this point because it's still being locked, and I'm still changing a lot of things. So just make up your own dialogue. How would Mace act if he came across Vader, who he knows was Anakin Skywalker, and he knows betrayed him and is the reason for all of this downfall? He was the chosen one, after all, and Mace never really trusted him. So you have to think, how would he feel in this moment? And you got to really embody that. Physically, you got to be in shape, and the rest I've explained already. All of you have to be good with makeup, so you're going to be in the makeup seat. Some of you longer than others, of course. Build-wise, we need short to tall, above the age of 18 preferably. That'd be nice. A lot of you around 5'9", 5'10" is totally fine. Then we need some people who are like 6'6" or whatever, you know, that can almost tower over Vader, or at least come, you know, face to face with him. Mace, you need to be about 6'1". Doesn't really matter too much because we can just put lifts in your boots, things like that. We need some husky-looking Jedi like this guy who's going to be decked out in a lot of makeup. It's Star Wars, you know. It's a fan film. There are going to be a lot of aliens. I don't want just humans in there. So get ready to see a lot of interesting creatures as you walk around the set. For those of you who do want to visit the set, I'm going to get to that in a different video. I might do some contests and stuff, and I might fly some people out. We'll see as we get closer to actually filming. So stay tuned for that as well. As for the other band of Jedi, you need to be pretty athletic. You need to know your way around a lightsaber. You need to have some sort of athletic abilities or skills, maybe martial arts skills or parkour or something. Try to do something in the audition, either with a lightsaber or you're acting. Don't make it corny. Don't make it cheesy, because I'm telling you what I want here, and I'm gonna be very cutthroat, because this film is the one that I want to be amazing. So don't overact. Don't try to sell the scene. Just feel the scene. Feel what the character is going through. Really attach yourself with the character. So if you look like any one of these, you know, we need 4 to 5 women, 5 to 6 men, and you're gonna be playing young and old. So we're gonna have, you know, older, and we're gonna have younger, of course. So really, dialogue-wise, make up your own stuff or recite stuff from Revenge of the Sith, Attack of the Clones, the Clone Wars, whatever you like. As I said, you can make it up if you want. And if you're called again for a second casting call, for a second audition and third audition, of course, then we'll reveal lines to you more so as we near actual production. Because right now we're just in pre-production. I'm still finalizing the script. It's not fully locked at all. The premise of the story is laid out, how I want it to start, how I want it to end. The middle stuff is there, but it needs to be cleaned up. So that's going to take a little bit of time, but everything's moving in good time and good speed. So that's pretty much it. All I need to relay to you guys, please send all your auditions to VADERFANFILM@gmail.com. I'd love to make a highlight reel of some of my top favorites, and then have you guys vote on who you think is best. Of course, keep your comments cordial and respectful. People are putting themselves out there, so it takes a lot of guts. And if you don't want to be put in any highlight reel, please let me know, and just write it in the email. You know, I don't want to be publicized, or I don't want to be in any online footage or anything like that. But for those of you who do, this is also a great chance for you to get some publicity as well. So if you got a handle or whatever, just let me know, and I'm more than happy to post that as well in any Instagram stuff. So this is the fun part. This is literally where the fun begins. So I'm excited. This is the part of movie making that I really enjoy. You know, I've only made one really, so I'm only going off that. But on set is obviously very, very cool because everything's super fast and it's happening. But before that, the build-up and finalizing all the characters and everything is great. If you live in the California area, this is obviously going to be a plus because I don't have to spend money to fly you down and pay for lodging and all that. I'm not going to do that for every character. So let's say, you know, I've already gotten some emails from actual actors, which I'll reveal later, that have said, like, I just want to be in this. This is super cool. I don't care. I'll fly myself down. I'll pay for my own hotel, whatever. Just, you don't even have to pay me. Just throw me in there. Everyone hopefully will get some experience out of this and some fun out of this. I don't want it to just be, you know, like, come in there, do your shot, and that's it. I want you to enjoy yourself and have fun with it. And at the end of the day, you know, with the first one, a lot of us really became kind of like a small family. And you hear that around sets all the time because so much goes into it, you know, behind the scenes when you guys are talking about personal lives and stuff, and then on set and when there's bloopers and takes, and you're really pouring your emotions into making this magic happen. At the end of the day, it's just for the fans, and I really hope everything is going to go well with this. So I have a good feeling about it, and I couldn't be more excited. All of you, I hope you're okay with makeup and prosthetics, because all of you will have some sort of makeup or something, of course. As you know, it is Star Wars, so we're going to have a lot of different aliens running around. When you're trying to act in the scene, I want you to really feel the emotion of the character, such as, let's say this girl, for example, or this girl, for example. What is she really going through? Who has she lost? And all of these backstories will slightly be revealed to you when you get the role. They have lost a Padawan. They have lost a master. How did they survive Order 66? What have they gone through? They've all gone through some sort of torment and anguish and depression and fear, and all of these things are not ways of the Jedi, and they have tried to overcome that in order to deal with everything that's been happening in the galaxy as a result of Darth Sidious and Darth Vader. So how are they going to bring this down? Of course, none of them have ever seen Darth Vader. So when some of them will see him, they're going to crap their pants, and others will be brash. There will be some backstories in here that I've written that you'll really enjoy with some of who these people really are. And it'll tie in very nicely with Episode 3, with the Clone Wars, and things like that, just to make it a lot more fun and, build the universe a little more. As for other casting calls, these are the primary ones. These are the ones that are going to be on screen the most. So I'm going to start with this. Then we're going to go on to the background characters. Not background, but, other characters such as clones and things like that. So I need you guys to be patient on that. And if you feel like you can fill those roles, or if you can fill both roles, let me know. As for clones, which I'll get into another video, just want to briefly touch on that. We will be destroying a lot of the costumes, because we're going to be... A lot of the things that we couldn't do in Episode 1 were because a lot of the costumes belonged to the actual cosplayers, so they didn't move like they cared about their armor, obviously, because they spent hours and days months fixing it and making it and paying for it. So with this one, I may buy your costumes, or I may actually have a prop maker, a costume maker, make them out of foam, so that we can have you act your scenes, and then maybe in your costumes, in your armor, and then we would give the foam one to stunt guys, and they would just get decimated by Vader, or not Vader, sorry, by the Jedi and stuff like that. So yeah, that's also an option on the table. So I need you guys to be aware of that. Think I've gone through everything. We need a lot of tall dudes, but typically, 5'9", 5'10", like myself, that's perfectly fine. And then for the women, it doesn't really matter. Just send an audition, and we'll see how it goes from there. All ethnicities are welcome. I don't want just humans in this fan film. I want aliens as well. So, and whatever you are, wherever you're coming from, send an audition. And if you seal the role, if you really sell it, and I will fly you out 100%, because that's what I did with some people in Episode 1, because they were the ones. So that's pretty much everything. If I need to say anything more, I'll obviously make more videos. And have at it, man. Have fun. Throw yourself out there. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. So go for it. Break a leg, as they say in showbiz. All right. May the Force be with you, and I'll see you guys later. Oh, yeah. VADERFANFILM@gmail.com in the description below. See you guys.